everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Buccaneers have had a great season and want to find a way to continue that by picking up win number 11 on the year. It's the Redskins going up against the Buccaneers.
Now we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Between the Washington Redskins and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Throwing on first down. Adkins. His throw incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Atkins going to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Now Atkins. From the gun, he'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Second down, Winston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Working out of the gun, Winston. Dumping it off for Johnson. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there. No return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
So 5 yards remain now, still first down.
Here we go now. No. Check, Patriot. Detroit.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Again, here's P-Ryan. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here we go with 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Adkins. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Here's Atkins off the play fake. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But
and the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. A look back in Washington as they come onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on second down. They'll run again with P-Ryan. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Looking to throw. Atkins looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. 20. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Atkins now throwing after the interception. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Atkins to throw on second down. Now he'll go deep down the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Redskins on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Atkins operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the interception, Winston escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Check three. Ready. Wait.
Jameis to throw it. Over the middle to Evans. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Wait. Easy. Ready.
From the gun, Winston. He finds his target. It's Crowder. 23 yards on the play.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. Reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Now McManus for the extra point.
Now that touchdown won't allow you to totally relax, but you can breathe a little easier now. Just increased their lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Dancing to his left. Shedding the tackle. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now Atkins looking to throw on second down. Eluded, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Quan Alexander. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs. Jameis now on first down. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Jonathan Allen in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. On second down, Johnson. They find some open field here. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed. Plenty of open field to get after that.
Winston now to throw on first down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. K1 short. In there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. Oh, look at the strength.
No.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And McManus able to put it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple of first downs.
They've got his man complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls, and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. Here's Atkins throwing again. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. Atkins. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Atkins now to throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Atkins to throw. Going to throw on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Johnson jostles free. And they'll get him down up past the 15. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. Big hold of the 30. And he'll cut it to the right sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 61 yards. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And a catch right side by Evans. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this 1st half. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Ooh, with a juke. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Duke Johnson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
That's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front, as we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do.
There goes Duke Johnson. 30, the 20, 10, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Duke Johnson, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And the lead will grow by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
Atkins on first down. He'll get this out to his running back, P-Ryan. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following the busted contact. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Redskins on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Atkins. From the gun, he'll throw. A deep ball for Dotson. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Atkins operating from the gun. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll get 23 yards there. And the Redskins are going to get a first down. From the gun, Atkins. Green's got it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Atkins now looking to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Hard throw, incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. Atkins to throw. Throwing on 4th down. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running
That's
back
what you
on
need
that
for a good
play?
counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long.
This is caught at the 20. They give them a gain of 38.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs offense continuing to pour it on. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Levante David in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Atkins to throw on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Noah Spence in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Atkins. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? They're going to try and throw. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And this Buccaneer offense, they're running away with this one. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what? It's now 3rd and very short in order to try and pick up the first down.
A bullet throw, but incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They give to Johnson going right. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Ready. Blue ready.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now they try the right side here. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Bucs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready. White 25.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.